Hi, everybody. This is Coaching Queens 2020, and I'm Queen Bee Baumgarth.
And I'm Queen Bee Burrow. And today we have with us Rich. We know him as Trigger. He is our friend, and he is a cheesehead. I'm so happy about this. Woo, go Pack, go.
Go Pack.
So we met Trigger in C-Suite, actually. And he is the king of rocking the virtual stage. He's talked us off a ledge a few times. Okay, several, whatever. Who's keeping count? He probably is, not me. But he brings so much insight to us and pretty much inspired us to do this. And we are doing it. We jumped. We're flying the plane. It's on fire. And Joan forgot to pack the extinguishers.
Joan did. All right. I knew there was something I forgot.
We have parachutes, though.
But they don't work.
Okay, they don't work. Thank you, Rich.
True story. Helpful, but not helpful. So, Trigger, our big thing is inner peace. And we know that inner peace is different for everybody. It looks different for everyone. It is applied differently. So tell us about yourself and how you have found inner peace and what that looks like for you.
Well, one of the big components for me is humor. When pressure in life and stuff hits you and you're getting slammed, as I've been slammed multiple times and most of us have been, I have this warped sense of humor that can take this ugly thing and turn it around and laugh at it. Just don't let it get you as much as it did. So the part of the inner peace is, God makes plans and also laughs because we don't know what to do with them. And so some of it is just enjoying that craziness of it. The other part of it is I do pray. I do have a belief in God. So that faith helps to calm me, keep me cool while I'm laughing and crying all at the same time.
I inner scream a lot. I
watch the Packers play football. That helps.
Yeah, football is good for that. Would you say, Joan? You cry?
I said I scream out loud. So you people really are worried when they see me. Ah!
I've been known to talk to myself a few times and answer the questions. I do have conversation. There's Trigger and there's Rich, and we do talk to each other.
See that? Oh, good. I'm not crazy.
No.
Haha. Everybody who thought I was crazy, I'm not crazy. Sometimes you need good advice, so you ask yourself. It works out well. Joan.
So how's it with the kids when you are just stressed with work or whatever, and your kids come to you or whatever? Do you show your inner peace? How do you show that?
Well, thankfully now they're all growing up and on their own, so that's their problem now. And I got to just be their friend, and two of them are in post-grad. In fact, one just graduated and walked this week, got her master's. The other one's in medical school, and the other one's a mom with 4 kids. So she has no inner peace. One with 4 kids, there's no inner peace coming for a long time. So I just get to play the fun support role. Now, back in the day, when they were younger, it would be sit on the couch, talk to them. Dairy Queen was a favorite inner peace place. And dilly bars will cure a lot of problems, you guys.
Yeah.
So, there was that type of stuff that was, we did, but the relationship kept the inner peace while we tried to talk them off the ledge.
That's awesome. You have twins too, don't you?
Yeah. I had a wife at the time and 3 good daughters. It was me and 4 women.
Oh, wow.
So there was no inner peace.
I can't deny that's true. I have teenage girls, so I understand how that works.
No, it was actually great. I mean, it was really, really great. Yes, there were those moments, but at the same time, it was very exciting because I come from all guys. So again, God laughs and says, nothing about pigtails, ponytails, or painted nails, or boys, or anything in that nature. And welcome to a whole new world.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my gosh. I remember when I took my son, I was on the school board, and I took my son to this place called Karina Farms where you can go milk the cows and stuff like that. And so Kyle was all excited about it, and I'm on the school board, and I think I'm real important. And we get on the bus. He said, "Did you see how many penises that cow had?" And I just about died. And I said, honey, that's an udder. And then we get back to school and he's holding his crotch. And I'm like, honey, what's wrong? My udder is about to burst. And I'm like, no.
See, and boys will do that. See, boys are completely different. I grew up with mostly boys. The one cousin that was a female was more of a tomboy back then. But so yeah, that's how boys think. I found out by raising 3 daughters with no owner's manual, they're completely different.
True story. That it's not incorrect.
Completely different. Now with your health and stuff like that, I found out from the heart attack that I've had more inner peace since that time, and since your transplant, your liver transplant. Have you found more inner peace through that?
Even through the transplant and the ordeal, yes, it was the emotional stuff of going through divorce and heading down to a very dark lane by yourself. There was that side, but
4.
She's been married 5 times.
5 times. I was going to say, no, I'm not doing 4 transplants. Okay.
No.
One was enough.
When you said you went down that dark road, I said 4 times I've been down that road.
And so even though I had all of that, there, the doctor was say, stress is bad for people with liver transplants and things. And do you have any stress in your life, Mr. Bontrager? Let me think about that. I have 3 daughters. And I have a soon-to-be ex-wife, and I'm dying and moving across the country. I don't think I have any stress at all, sir. None. But in all of that tornado, I actually had a lot of peace. Because I just have this whacked out again. My humor helped me a lot. The doctor would say, you're the most humorous, fun guy that we have in the entire hospital, and you're the most dead guy. Nurses would come and sit and watch football games. They're like, we're pumping IVs and doing this and that, but you're the most fun guy, and you're also the highest risk guy in the entire hospital. You're a wacko. You're a wackadoodle.
Wow.
I'm okay with that type of peace.
That is, humor is the best. With my MS, I have twitches in my hand, and we were at Olive Garden, I guess, or we were at a restaurant, and all of a sudden my hand twitched and my fork went over to another person's table. And I went over there and I said, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to try what you're having.
There you go. Yep.
Did you have any incidences like that? I mean, not like you threw.
Oh yeah, no. The night my brother took me to check in for my transplant night, really funny, great story. So we go walk in, we're reviewing all my, life and death, my living will stuff. I mean, it's getting really intense. And then, we go up to the room, and this nurse with a German accent comes on in and says, now I need to go in the bathroom. I need to go drop everything, put on this gown, and come back out. And we need to start prepping you for surgery tomorrow. Great. I've been in the hospital countless times. It doesn't bother me anymore. You're a professional. I'm a professional, right? Put on the gown, come on out. She picks up this big circular thing. Says, now I need to put this on your bum. And I'm like, okay. I just whip my gown around. I am full on right there. And she goes, you have no problem with this, do you? I said, what do you need to do? I need to slap this on your bum. She peels off the sticker and literally she goes, pops that thing on. Yes, it did make sound. She slaps it and goes, that's my bum. No one else touches your bum while you're here.
Oh, that's powerful though, right there.
That's how my mind works. Let's make this awkward, uncomfortable thing less uncomfortable. Look, she does this every day. Yeah. I'm there to get my life saved, literally save my life. I'm going to have fun doing this.
Exactly. That is a way to do it. That's inner humor. You and I are a lot alike when it comes to that part, because I just, I always say it's in my head. Of course MS is in my head. I had lesions on my brain, and people just look at me and I said, well, it's all in my head. And I admire you immensely. I do, because I love your humor.
Well, and again, the from a very intense family. My dad was a lawyer and a judge, so
oh wow,
emotional connection was not there growing up. So I just created my own identity and playfulness, and it stuck with me. And the other thing is really also my faith. I know where I'm going. I know when the end drops, I'm okay. I'm good to go. So that was a very good stress reliever, that having that peace of mind and soul and spirit, so I could just be the normal self. And to me, one without the other just would be so hard.
So do you find that as confidence grows for people, because you also coach them, you help them with the stage presence and all that. Now you've watched us. We went from, we're trying to hide on a square that everyone can see us on. Okay, that was me. I kept forgetting you all could see me on everything. Yep. So do you find that people become more peaceful as their confidence grows too?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because you have to find out who you are. And part of this new thing, this new virtual stage and everything else is people are not used to a green light going on. They're not used to having a bunch of people stare at them. And you can't tell who's staring at you and who's not staring at you in the Zoom box. Because people are grabbing their phones, playing with their kids. Some people are checked out. And so part of the emotional thing is, are they really paying attention to me or not? And who's looking at me and who's seeing my dirty laundry in the background, or who's seeing this, or, and so there's the anxiety, because we're all in front row now. There are no back seats. So part of that anxiety is that. But then the more you get comfortable with this, I don't care who's looking at me. I don't care what the camera does. I'm just going to be me. And you kind of just take on that whole thing of, hey, camera's on, we're having fun, let's go.
Yes, that's a big thing, especially when someone in C-suite does this.
Right.
And then you have to remember there's like 30 people on the screen, and you're like, well, it could be me or someone else.
Remember, there's another page. If I see myself on the second page, I know other people can see me. Remember that one person was picking his nose and we text each other.
Oh, I've had worse than that. So when we talk about humor and awareness early on in the C-suite, when I was first coming in, and people knew I was coaching the virtual stage, I got this text that came into the chat box, and they're like, some gal had her camera at the wrong angle, literally going right down here, right to her short shorts. And they're like, do you know this person? I'm like, no, I don't. No, I don't. So the chatting goes on, and it kind of disappeared. And all of a sudden, a few minutes later, you see the camera go, whoop, and all of a sudden it's back up to their face. They had no idea. They were not self-aware at all. And they were a pretty high executive, and it was a female.
Oh.
So
okay, see that
this whole self-awareness thing is huge.
It is. And the one really cool thing I have found about the whole virtual stage thing is that everyone's a real person. Yeah. Some of the people that come in on those calls with us, they're big names. Like, I've seen some of them in TV shows and, movies, and you're just like, you sit there and you're like, whoa. And then you get to see them as an actual human being. And you're like, crap, they're just like me. Who knew?
It has leveled the playing field.
Yes.
Everyone is equal in these little cubes, and the Brady Bunch box, whatever you want to call it, Hollywood Squares. Yeah. We're all completely equal here. And it's taken out the professional glow, the wow factor a little bit, and it's just made we're the same stinking human people trying to figure this thing out.
Exactly. I mean, a year ago, I wouldn't have been sitting on a screen with anyone wearing tiaras and cheese heads. This is freaking brilliant. I love this. This is amazing. So I'm super, super appreciative of all of this. And even in the days where I am like, what am I doing? Why am I doing it? Is this even, should I just quit and go back to bed and pull a blanket over my head? And I'm like, no, we're having fun. And last night when Joan had the idea for like a recap commercial type thing, and to just show how much fun we have. So I'm going through it and I'm like, whoa, we have a blast. I'm like, why would we not do this? Even if it just, if the plane goes down sideways and into a river, I don't care. It's going to be fun going down. I love it.
Get on the life preservers and keep doing it, And
it's one of those things, if it doesn't work, or if it fails, it's not like I see these people every day and they're my next door neighbor, So, I mean, it's one of those where, well, like you said, Rich, with the inner peace, the faith and the humor, it's like I told you, Charity, God has a quilt, and we see the threads on one side and it's all confusing. We don't know what's going on. And on the other side, he sees this beautiful pattern and he knows exactly what's going on. And you think it's one way and it's another.
But then you have people like me pulling at the threads.
Yeah.
What does this one do?
Where does this one go? Where does this one go? Where does this one?
Still pulling. Things are falling off the front. I don't know what I'm doing over here. It's great.
Well, we'll know now, Rich. We'll know. Well, we want to thank you for joining us, and we thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule
And for wearing a cheese head.
Hey, come on, you guys said hats.
Exactly.
So, and the thing about this hat is it acts as a food tray.
True story.
Oh,
I mean, come on, you got
nice.
built-in cup holders. Here's where the cheese and salsa goes, and it doubles the hat after you clean it.
after you clean it, I like that.
Oh,
I am multi-purpose in my hat
that's
wear.
probably what most of us forget to do after watching a Packer game is clean the hat before we put it on.
Clean the hat.
Now, we just need to get Rich the set of cheese boobs. It's a bra that you can put on, and
So-
Oh, no, that would be perfect.
So true story. I have friends that are diehard Viking fans. When I lived in Minnesota, every year we would do the bet on who's going to wear the Viking braids, or who gets to wear the cheesehead or the jersey swap.
Mhm.
I have yet to lose, and I've never worn the Viking braids.
That's awesome.
How
the cheese
nice.
would be a good idea, though. That would be the next. I should level up the bet.
It really would. And I bet you I could find some this weekend, Joan. We're on a mission.
All right. Well, you never know where this conversation's going to go. That's what I love.
See?
Rich,
Exactly.
you stay right there, and you guys will be back in just a minute.
Finally, a better way to hold your phone. Introducing Steady Straps. Made here in the USA, Steady Straps are high-quality, flexible straps that adjust to hold virtually any phone comfortably and securely. Steady Straps are washable and come in a wide range of colors and styles. See them all at SteadyStraps.com. Because they're so visible, they're the perfect promotional item to advertise your company message or logo. Learn more at SteadyStraps.com. That's SteadyStraps.com.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Trigger is amazing. He's
I love
one
the
of the
cheese head.
Me too. He is a diehard Packer fan. Go Pack Go! All about the Wisconsin team there, even though I forgive him. He's not from Wisconsin, but he likes the Packers. And he wore a cheese head.
That is
totally
awesome.
made my day.
That is awesome. It's great talking to him. I love talking
It is.
to him.
He's so inspirational, just his whole take on everything. And when you get to talk to him, he's so like, words are eluding me. The caffeine's hitting me. He's so excitable, and you just can't help but feel his energy come through the screen. And he's so great at what he does, and he's so good at helping other people, but staying true to himself. It is
And
amazing.
humor is so important.
It is.
And it's just when you have the near death experiences, it seems like you get, well, I mean, it's true in everything. Either don't or you do. You can go down a spiral and act like a victim, or when you get the inner peace, you kind of get the humor that goes with it. I mean, my MS has given me so many stories, and the heart attack, there's hospital stories that I could have said, and you're in all your glory and all that stuff. But he is awesome. And
He is.
And we want to thank you guys for being here. Join us next Thursday. We are going to have Kevin Martin and Lisa Schermerhorn. Grandma Sparky is coming up on the 8th. And then we have my pastor, who thinks he's a comedian. No, just kidding. He is pretty funny. He is pretty funny. He's coming up. Harold Long is coming up on the 15th. So make sure you join us. And we want make sure. Sorry. Have a great weekend and the rest of the week. May the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord turns his face towards you and give you peace. Bye all.
Bye.